Cordial greeting, tutoring partners. My name is Camila Arana Carvajal. I am 25 years old and I am in Intermediate English in 551011A 761 Intermediate English group. I am a small girl. I have dark brown eyes and I have a straight black and long hair. My skin is dark or trigueña and I looks like a indigenous person. Um, I am a happy person, intolerant, and responsible person. I like to listen music, read books, eat fast food. My favorite food is chuleta with pineapple salad. I like tacos too. All the food from Mexico, and I am a woman who prefer wear jeans and blouse or skirts, um, and I wear dress just for special occasions, not always. And I love to go to concerts and theater. My daily routine start every day from Monday until Friday at 4 o'clock a.m. I wake up at this time because in this time I make my devotional, and devotional is a time when I pray and I read the Bible. Later, I this activity in my daily routine takes like 1 hour, and so at 5 o'clock a.m. I really start my day. I take a shower and I have breakfast. And when I finish to have breakfast, I dress me and I um, be ready my backpack, and at 6 o'clock a.m. I go out to my work. I arrive to my work at 7 o'clock a.m. or a few minutes before. I stay in my work from 7 o'clock a.m. until 3:30 p.m. I work as a teacher, as an English teacher in British School Cali. This is a school in Pance. Is so far from my home. And when I finish my work at 3:30 p.m., I take the bus and I go to the gym. I go to the gym all every day in the weekend, in the week, excuse me, and I arrive to the gym at 4:30 p.m. I stay in the gym until 6 6 o'clock p.m. Sometimes I stay a few minutes more. This depends to the routine, to the exercise routine, and I arrived to my home at 10 minutes past 6 p.m. When I arrived to my home, I start to prepare the dinner. I eat, I have the dinner with my daughter, and I make the homeworks if she has. My daughter, her name is Samantha, and she is 6 years old. She is in second grade in elementary school. Um, Finally, when I finish to make the homeworks, her homeworks, um, I go to bed. I prepare everything for the next day, and we go to bed at 9 or 9:30 p.m. On Saturdays and Sundays, so in the weekends, my routine change a little bit because I don't wake up at 4 o'clock a.m. I wake up at 6 o'clock a.m. I make the house and I wash my clothes and I clean the floor. When I finish to make this, maybe at 11 o'clock a.m., I start to prepare the lunch. I have a lunch with my daughter, and when I finish, I wash the dishes and I take a shower and I prepare me because I go to the church at 4 half p.m. But before of this, I have English class at 3 o'clock p.m. And so I try to be ready for when I start the class. And when I finish the class, that is maybe at 4:30 p.m., I go out to the church and I arrive to the church at 5 o'clock p.m. And so I stay in the church until 7 o'clock p.m. and I arrive to my home at 8 o'clock p.m. Sometimes on Saturdays, when I arrive to the church, I go out to eat with my daughter, or sometimes I just eat here in my home with her. Um, I when I finish to eat, that this is maybe on Saturdays at 9:30 or 10 o'clock p.m. I, I start to study. I sit down to study, and I study maybe until 12 o'clock p.m. And so I go to bed at 12 a quarter p.m. On Sundays, I stay in my home. I don't make something special. But sometimes I go to the church at 7 o'clock a.m. It is not always, this is sometimes. Um, my week's activities are study, work, go to the gym, and go to the church. And when I have free times on Saturdays, or my daughter is with her father, I go out with my friends to dance or eat something. And I make all these activities for an important reason. For example, I work because I like to work, I like to teach, and I love that I do over there. I study because I want to be better in my job and I want to be the best university teacher, and I want to speak English very well. Um, and I go to the gym not just for seeing me beauty like all the people, if not for because in the gym I can go out, or I can um, give over there all my stressful, because I am a stressful person, and I like to spend time with my daughter and my friends because they are so special people for me. um, Thank you so much.